And welcome back to the latest episode of College Basketball Review Courtside. Again, make sure to hit that subscribe button, follow us, and like us for more content so we can get some great interviews like we have today. Tucker DeVries, now with West Virginia. And first off, Tucker, just welcome in. And how you doing tonight?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for having me on.
Of course, if you follow college basketball, you probably know Tucker's story already, but we'll start with this. Two-time Missouri Valley Player of the Year, got it done at Drake for the past 3 seasons. Of course, your father, Darien, the head coach there, and now you're a Mountaineer. But, I want to start with obviously that. Two-time Missouri Valley Player of the Year. Just to be able to have that success in the MVC, what has that meant to you through 3 years in your college career?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't trade those 3 years for anything. I think it's been a great experience, and, to be able to come in as a freshman and be a part of such a special group of seniors and, learn from some of the best and, being able to win the last 3 years has been a lot of fun. And hopefully that can translate to the 4th year here at West Virginia.
Do you like the personal accolades like that? I know everyone's, talking about, hey, we want to win. We want to make sure we have tournament success. But is it cool to look back at, those trophies and be like, wow, like this is an awesome accomplishment?
Yeah, I mean, it is pretty cool. I think, looking back at it, you see what, the hard work that's been put in has kind of been rewarded, and it's seen by other people, which is cool. But ultimately, your best experiences are when you're winning and when you're with a group of guys, and that's kind of the ultimate goal. And the experiences you'll remember even more.
Well, you kind of hinted at it already, but obviously a lot of success at Drake, and we're going to talk a lot about West Virginia today. Obviously, you are now a Mountaineer, but you look at that record in 3 years at Drake. That's a lot of winning, and you guys had a lot of success. You made the tournament a few times. What's it like when just night in, night out, you guys are just putting it together on the court for 3 straight years?
I mean, yeah, it feels good. I mean, I was part of 3 teams that every time we took the court, we felt like we had a really good chance at winning. And, especially when we really had it clicking, it was really fun to be a part of. I'm not a great loser, so I don't like losing. I kind of stress out when we start losing. So, I'd like to keep it that way and, stay in the win column so I can be a little happier.
It's kind of funny you bring that up. I mean, you talk about the competitiveness that it takes to be a Division I college athlete, and especially in the age of NIL. And I'm going a bit off script here, but, you talk to a lot of coaches about, how hard it is to recruit in NIL. And I think there's like this misconception, right, that players are in it for the money, but you hear it from yourself. I mean, you just hate losing. What's it like kind of balancing that, though, in today's day of college sports where, there's betting, there's NIL, but when it comes down to it, you're still trying to win games?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think for every player, everybody's in different situations. And I think for mine, I'm just trying to enjoy this college experience. And, obviously the NIL piece is certainly helpful, and, glad I get to be a part of it. But, at the end of the day, it's the experiences that'll last forever. And, being able to play college basketball, there's nothing like it. And just trying to soak it all in and enjoy these moments. And, it's a lot more fun when you're winning too. So, that's kind of the ultimate goal.
Again, Tucker DeVries with us here on CBB Review Courtside. Let's get into the better stuff now, right? We'll put the stats up. Those were your averages last season. Again, for those watching, you kind of do it all on the court, but it's going to be a little bit different, right? You go into a West Virginia team, transfer to West Virginia with a lot of other guys that your father brings in. What do you kind of see, your role being at West Virginia, especially with coming from Drake, where you did a little bit of everything?
Yeah, I mean, obviously the system's going to stay pretty similar to, what it has been in the past at Drake. But, we've also brought in a lot of guys that, have been successful at other programs as well. So it'll take some time to kind of, figure out everybody's roles. And, it's never perfect come day one. But obviously we brought in some really good, talented players, some really good players that, I'm excited to play with and experience this final year with. But I think, I'll try and just stay true to myself and, try and be as balanced as possible and still stay aggressive offensively and defensively.
What have been the best part maybe about, your new teammates? Obviously, you spent a few years at Drake. You get used to your guys there. Now you meet some new faces, new players. Have you had any interactions that have stuck out? Or
I'd say our Italy trip was a lot of fun. I was fortunate to go on two foreign trips in my career because we had one at Drake last year, and both of those are just experiences that you don't get to do very often at this age, and especially with 15 to 16 of your best friends. And I think it was really cool, and it was a great bonding experience for all of us because we were all pretty new to each other, and now that we've kind of had some time together and had that trip, I think it really helped.
Yeah, those are kind of like a new thing that's popped up over the past couple of years. It used to be all right, you get your couple exhibition games. Now it's the charity games, the summer trips. Um, Not talking basketball for a while. I mean, what did you enjoy over there in Italy? Because you don't get to go overseas all that often.
Yeah, I'd say really it's just the amount of time you spend with the guys, and you're doing things that you typically just don't do here, like go on tours or go to nice dinners, and just kind of go out and about and experience the different culture there. And it was pretty cool, especially being with everybody that was there.
Kind of sticking with that theme though. I mean, now you're in a new, obviously on a new team in a new area. How has the adjustment been to playing at West Virginia so far?
Oh, it's been great. I mean, it's a lot different than where I was at Drake. It's more of a college town vibe, which is a little different than Drake's in a small school in a big city. And but basketball wise, it's been great. It's everybody's trying to kind of find themselves throughout this. Everybody's trying to learn the new system and kind of being a guy that's ran the system for quite some time now, and just trying to help everybody out and move forward day by day, and hopefully everybody's in the right spot come November.
Obviously you were a sought after recruit or transfer, I should say, in the portal this offseason. When it came down to it, why did you end up settling on West Virginia? Because we know that the Mountaineers have had some struggles in the past couple of years, obviously with the Bob Huggins fallout and everything. You guys are hoping to turn that around this season, but why'd you settle on West Virginia?
Honestly, just kind of believing in what my dad's process and vision is for this program, and honestly, it's a great spot to be. The fans are very passionate about sports, basketball, football here, and it's really the only thing in West Virginia, and so they all really care about it and are all at all the games. And you can feel it from day one when we showed up, the support we had from them and the facilities, and obviously playing in the Big 12, it's going to be a great conference. So I was just confident in what my dad had planned, and being able to finish this last year with him and everybody that's been brought in.
What is it like being coached by your dad, and do you kind of hear it from him at home if you don't have your best game? Like what are kind of like the ins and outs of that?
Yeah, I mean, obviously there's good days and bad days for sure, but we've tried to keep the basketball at the basketball court, and the rest of the stuff, if we're golfing and or just having dinner, it kind of stays away. But maybe after losses, I'll be a little longer before I call them than if it was a win. But no, it's been a blessing to be able to do it together for the last couple of years, and looking forward to this final year and going to try and enjoy it because. Not everybody gets to experience it and do this. So, just trying to embrace it and enjoy all I can.
Did he ever threaten to bench you at any point in your career?
He, I mean, not really. I mean, outside of maybe when I was younger, just not playing good enough to be out there. So he benched me for that, but nothing crazy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, obviously at this point in your career, we'd have to have a talk with him if he's benching you for what you're doing at Drake. But no, it's cool to see that dynamic, obviously, and we've seen it in college basketball in the past, but it's different when obviously you're a star on the team, and of course now at West Virginia. In your best assessment, I mean, how are you guys feeling? We're only about a month away from the college basketball season, a little over a month, but in this final stretch of the offseason, I mean, what's the overall thought?
I feel really good about our team. I think not a lot of people are really talking about us, which is perfectly fine with us. I think that's kind of the mentality of this group is, we're just going to put our heads down and work and try and put ourselves in the best position possible to be successful come season. And whatever comes with that, I feel confident in our group that we got a lot of talent, and everybody's working really hard to kind of figure out how to play together and what it's going to take to win at this level. But I'm super excited for it. I've been fortunate to be a part of 3 really good teams at Drake, and this year's team is certainly another one that I'll get to be a part of.
Obviously, moving conferences, you played the same teams for the most part the past couple of years, but it's going to be different this year. Are there any conference games and non-conference games that you're looking forward to?
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited for a lot of games. I mean, it's just different. Being able to go to different arenas with different atmospheres, and even non-conference games. We got the backyard brawl early in the season, which will be cool. Then get to go to the Bahamas and for the battle for Atlantis, and that field's loaded. So super excited about those. And then Big 12 conference schedule came out today, and I think our first conference game's at KU. So we're going to find out how good we really are come New Year's. But I'm looking forward to them all and getting to just be a part of the atmospheres of the Big 12.
You kind of beat me to the punch there. Getting to play in Allen Fieldhouse, that obviously coming out today as we're recording this. Have you started to envision what that might be like?
I mean, it's going to be a long season, no matter if you're winning or losing, and that's a little far down the schedule. But yeah, we're excited for it. I mean, we're going to show up every night, no matter who we're playing, and get everything we have to, try and win. But certainly a game that, will be cool and get to experience, one of the best college atmospheres.
Of course, you guys kick off the season November 4th at home against Robert Morris. Tucker, as our time comes to a close here, again, we want to look at like this preseason, and we're obviously looking into the season coming up. But I do want to look down the road a little bit. If you guys are fortunate enough to make the NCAA tournament, you guys weren't able to get a win at Drake. You weren't able to advance. What's kind of the motivation behind changing that this year at West Virginia?
Yeah, I mean, I think both times we've put ourselves in great situations. Both games I think both games we had the lead with under 5 minutes left. So I think it's really just closing out that game. And, both games, I think you look back on certain plays and you kind of wish you had them back. But I'd also say both games, when rewatching it, our team kind of gave it everything we have. So I don't think there's a lot of regrets there. But for this group, I think everybody's really motivated to kind of just prove everybody wrong and, make it to the tournament, and then give it everything we have to try and make a run there as well.
But again, of course, we're still in September. It's still the off season. We still got to go through exhibitions and the start of the season. Before I let you go, what's kind of just the excitement like around town? I feel like, it's sort of like this new era of West Virginia is what it seems like. There was a little bit of uncertainty before. Can you kind of feel it in the air as we get closer to the season?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the people around have been super supportive and are certainly excited from everybody that's, come up to us and tell us how passionate they are about the basketball team and how excited they are for us to be here, and really looking forward to the year. So now it's on us to, go out there and make them proud, and hopefully we're able to do that pretty early in the year.
All right, again, Tucker DeVries here with us. Watch for him in West Virginia. Obviously, a little bit of a sleeper team, and we're excited to see what you guys do this season. Thanks for joining us here on CBB Review Courtside.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, for everyone else listening, watching at home, just, again, make sure to like and subscribe, and let us know who you want to hear next. And for now, see you guys.